What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 11 today of the My Player Career Mode. In the beginning of today's episode, we're going to be making our England debut, called up to the squad for the European Championship qualifiers against Denmark, and I can't remember who the other team were. We didn't play in the first one, it might have been Czech Republic, I think, actually, but we are playing in the second. I think this is more down to us being a plan B, because right now, England are struggling in terms of qualifying for the European Championships. Italy are way out in front, and it's between Greece, England, and currently the Czech Republic, who sits in the other three spots fighting it out for second. So we need to win this game here against Denmark. As you can see right there, it is a game in hand. A draw would put us onto the same points as the other two teams, but obviously we want to win. We want to get ourselves into that second spot, hands down. Now, I don't actually know what to expect of this one, because, of course, in the Championship, we've had a somewhat, I wouldn't say underwhelming season, but it's not been anything to, shout home about. It's not been fireworks, really. So getting the call-up was kind of strange to even think about anyways. So we're going to be jumping into the highlights then. Denmark started off much better than England did. They largely had most of the chances for the first half. We only had a couple of half chances. Thomas Delaney opened up the scoring with a quite ridiculous long shot with the left foot. It was so far out, but Pickford could do nothing about it in goal for England. An unbelievable strike to really highlight their dominance in the early stages here for Denmark, because they were the better side in this first half, and I've got to say they deservedly were in front and should have potentially even gone on to find a second. But England's best chance of the first half fell to their talisman Harry Kane, who had a pop shot at goal which was saved in the end by Kasper Schmeichel. But in the second half, it's where we grew into the game. We managed to get a little yard of space here, curling one goalwards, and no chance for Kasper Schmeichel to save our shot. So on our debut, not only had we made our debut, we'd also scored in it, and it was a big goal as well, pulling ourselves back level with Denmark here, and that could be a goal in which may send us through to the European Championships. Of course, there's still 2 more games after this anyway, so we have to still win those games as well for England. But Kasper Schmeichel, he's a little bit disappointed in himself, but you've got to say, the strike from us is just, it's clinical. It's right in that corner. And this is, I think, where people largely are getting disappointed with our performances at Derby, because we've shown that we can do this. We can find the back of the net with strikes like that, so we just need to do it more in a Derby shirt, and people will be very happy indeed. Denmark with the last chance before the end of the game. Pickford required from a header, but largely that was it for the 90 minutes, and unfortunately it had ended in a draw. Got to say this though, Denmark probably deserved the win, so this was a fairly lucky result by all accounts. Not a good performance from England, and the news articles about it afterwards made their feelings known. Not only did they attack the team as a whole, I was also attacked. You can see Anderson got injured for 7 months, but it came up saying England draw as DJ Wood makes debut, and it says after a distinctly average showing, and we played a less than convincing role in that. Yep, not what I was expecting to see from the news articles after that performance. We scored on our debut. What more can you ask for us? We also got an equaliser in a game where if we'd have lost it, could have been massively detrimental. So, going back to Derby, felt a little bit hard done by there. We got ourselves a debut goal in an England shirt. I felt we did okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that goal should now give us confidence, hopefully, moving forward, coming back to Derby, to do a little bit more. And I did see a comment on last episode telling us to be a bit more selfish because we are the striker, we need to score goals. So that was kind of what I was thinking we were going to do today. Just take the shots on when we were in an area, basically, and see what we could do. But then, the first game back with this Derby side was actually against Brentford. And as you guys know, we're chasing playoffs. As the title said, do you believe? And a few of you guys still believe in us. Can we turn that belief into reality? Well, Ollie Watkins shoots. It's saved back into the danger area. And it is the simplest of goals for Brentford to score. Not happy at all. I was fuming. With this goal going in, right, it was as if we were so close to the playoffs, right? We had a game in hand here. If we'd have won this game in hand, we went back to like 3 points behind with like 4 games to go, 5 games to go. And just the way that the team played here was an absolute outrage. Some of the passing on show was a joke as Woods goes close with a Brentford second, only to be watching that one go over the top. But like I said, man, the players that were on show here in this first game for Derby, back in a Derby shirt, were a joke. This was the best chance we had, and it was a horrific shot. Straight across the face of the goal, out for a goal kick, along the 4, P-roller. We did send away Josef Zun. He got down the right-hand side. I was thinking, get in the back of the net, mate. Put the cross in quite deep. It was a header. Again, really poor. So, to say we were fighting for the playoffs, You wouldn't have known that with that performance there from Derby. Away from home against Brentford. Don't get me wrong, they're a tough side. I wasn't expecting to just come here and walk the game, but that was a horrific showing. Honestly, a horrific showing. Oh dear. And that, unfortunately, guys, put us 6 points behind with 5 games to go. Which means now, with this game against Blackburn here, we had to win it. No choice. We had to win this game. If we didn't win this, you can kiss the playoffs goodbye. That was it, really. Kiss the playoffs goodbye. So what I did was, we kept with the postcon for this, but the last game of today's episode is going to be live for you all to enjoy. So, yeah, like I said, we had to win the game. We had a chance early on, hit the woodwork from it. It was put in the back of the net. Unfortunately, though, offside flag was raised against Anya, who put the ball in. And it would not be Derby 1, Blackburn 0. The score would remain 0-0. You can see the shot that came in from us originally was a good shot. It just came off the woodwork. He's acres offside, is Anya. No, you can't even complain about that. So unfortunately, it is not 1-0. But we kept going. We wanted to get ourselves in front. A misplaced header from Blackburn. The skill move used from us. Body feint. He misses his tackle. That selfishness came into play because I didn't lay the ball off. That was the first thought in my mind. But I thought, no, let's just shoot and see what happens. And my goodness me, it was a great finish into the bottom corner here. You see that runner coming in. I think it's Mason Mount. I was looking to actually play him in. But in the end, decided to shoot, be a bit more selfish, like you guys have said. And I'm glad we did, because we found that bottom corner and made the game 1-0. So we do take the lead, and we need now to hold on to that and make sure that we do get these 3 points. But we had a second opportunity to grab another goal. You can see defensively, they're all over the place. Blackburn trying to weave our way through. I get into the box. The shot is straight at the goalkeeper, though. Easy save in the end. And then eventually, we did find that second goal. An incredible finish into that top corner by Joe Ledley. We laid him off. We're going to get assist credit for it as well. But what a strike this is. And this is what I mean. Time finishing is unbelievably overpowered. Look at this from Joe Ledley. Takes it on the first touch. Doesn't even want to take a touch at this. Keeper just stands still like, yeah, well, I'm not getting anywhere near that. I'm not even going to try. 2-0 Derby. Points are coming to Pride Park from this one. And this game right here was important. We still have to win. We're still 6 points behind if they win their game, Sheffield Wednesday and Norwich, because they're the 2 teams currently that we're chasing. And we have 6 points behind for both of them. But the only good part is that they play against each other coming up very shortly. So in that regards, someone's going to have to drop points, or they both will. They'll only get a point, or one of them will lose, obviously. As Craig Bryson makes it 3-0 Derby. Securing our 3 points here. It was a massive one, but we still got so much work to do. After this game, there's 5 more to go. And we are 6 points behind. So the belief, game by game, is slowly slipping away. So I'm not quite sure what is going to happen in terms of the last few games of the season here. Will Derby get that playoff spot? Will they not? That's the question, obviously, that we're thinking here. Blackburn's best chance came in the last kick of the game. That was the only chance they really had, as the goalkeeper kicked it out. Game came to a close. 3 points secured. But for now, guys, we're going to go to live com for the last part of today's episode. Enjoy the final game of the episode and see what's to come. Well, guys, it's not as we had hoped, as you can see right here. Still 8 points behind Sheffield Wednesday, and we have to try and claw that back, but there's only 15 points left available to play for. So we either need Norwich or Sheffield Wednesday to basically lose and us to try and claw it back. They've got to drop a tremendous amount of points. Luckily, they're playing each other in this upcoming game. So the worst case scenario is that they get a draw and then we are having to win, meaning that we'll be how many points behind that? 63. So we'll be 6 points behind. Or one of them loses and we win, then we'll be 5 points behind. So that's what we've got to think of. I'm just curious, do we play QPR? Norwich play Stoke, so they could drop points there. There's every possibility. We play Bristol City, Sheffield Wednesday against Preston. Norwich will go on to eventually play Blackburn and Aston Villa. We still got to play West Brom, so we've got some very, very tough games coming up. So, like I said, not where I wanted to be, but that is how it currently sits. So all we've got to do is just try our best, win this game, hope that they do drop points, because the only way we now get into the playoffs, it's out of our control. It's been out of our control for quite a while. We did claw the gap back to 3 points or whatever it was. But we effectively have to just hope. That's all we've got to do. Hope and actually play well ourselves. So up against Bolton now for the live part of the episode. I'm not sure if we're going to be playing the rest of the 5 games here or not. or if I'll just obviously play this one, maybe another one after this, and then leave you guys with the last few games of the season or not. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're underway at Pride Park. We need a victory here. Anything less and we can kiss the playoffs goodbye. So it doesn't even matter what happens elsewhere. We just have to focus on ourselves and win this game. Trying to slip through Lawrence already in the opening part of this one. All I need is one chance. I believe that if we get one opportunity to strike it, regardless of where from, that we will score it. Obviously, we have scored our first England goal on our debut, and it was a really nice strike as well. Gone on to score for Derby since then. So that's all we've got to do. I should be in the box here for this. I don't know why I'm on the edge. I was waiting to see if I could actually get a strike away at some stage. Ball given away, not good, but it's actually going to fall for Josef Zun. He's going to lay it across. Shoot that! Good save, keeper. First chance of the game, Mason Mount, and it's saved well by Bolton's keeper. Oh, here we go. Chance as Lawrence is sent down the left by us. Takes it in his stride, and now he's got it back onto the right foot. Still Tom Lawrence, and still Lawrence. Get the shot away. He's got it away, and it's only just over the crossbar. Another chance for Derby going begging. I've got to say, I think he took a bit too long with that one. He should have largely just played it when he had the chance. He came back on that right foot, and I expected him to hit it there. And I think he was caught in two minds. But the strike wasn't too bad. He went just over the top of the crossbar. Here come Derby again. Lawrence, Mount. Good football, but we've gone backwards instead. Feel like we had a chance to put a cross in again. I'm still on the edge of the area here. If we can use it pretty well. Trying to just... I've given the ball away in the end. I mean, I tried to get a shot away on the left there. Try and curl it. I mean, I don't think it would have worked. Nice. Good football. But I have no support. So even though we're here, I'm going to have to go backwards still. We're going to a good area, but I had to go back. There was nothing in front of me to actually use. This is what I mean, man. We're doing good with the ball, but then when we get it in an area, I need some support. Mason Mount, lay that off. We're in with the right foot. It's got to be. It's gone left instead. It's in. Derby 1, Bolton 0. We have found the breakthrough at Pride Park. It's taken 41 minutes, and we've got the goal. I meant that on the right foot, sorry, but it ended up going on the left. Forced it onto the left, and all of a sudden, it was in the back of the net. Lovely strike as well, and we do take the lead here. I said we had to win this game, so it still is going to be the case. Obviously, it's nice play actually from us to actually create the chance. Mount finds me, and then the defender sliding in causes the problem. Over the top of him it goes, right into that corner. I didn't even press finesse there, so it was a forced finesse shot, but there you go. And Derby County lead by a goal to 0. Bolton are down, but certainly not out. They will get a chance in this game, but are we going to be able to defend is the question. Now, other problem is we don't know the result elsewhere. No, too easy, too easy, too easy. Don't let him shoot. I'm so glad that didn't go in. Why are we backing off him there? How is he getting a shot away when we should be closing him down? There's no reason we should be backing off him on the edge of our area. I understand it potentially if you're in your box because you don't want to give away a penalty, but not when he's on the edge of the area like that. Just try and put a foot in, at least block the ball. We just keep backing off him. Look at this. We're backing off again and again. Thank goodness that one didn't go in. Harry Wilson's going to lay it into me. We need to get out of this area, really, as Mason Mount lays that off as well. There goes Josef Zun. And now we actually might get another opportunity. Put the cross in, man. Goes backward. What have I just seen? I think it was Mason Mount. I think it was, who's just completely miskicked it. Actually wasn't the worst thing in the world, that either. I was expecting the cross from Josef Zun. Instead, he laid it back. It wasn't a bad layback. But then, whoever it was, I think it was Mason Mount, just basically completely misses the ball. Ball through for us to chase. Have we got the legs to get there? We have. But then I've been slowed down. Why did you slow down? It's like to get the ball under control, we decided, I should have just knocked it forward. I don't know why I did that. Should have been in and it should have been 2-0. It still remains 1-0 though as the ball's put in from Bolton. Headed out as well. And we need to try and get on this loose ball if we can. I can't, but I'm going to try and win it straight back. And we have got it. There we go. That's the fight we want to see. As I'm going to actually get something for this ref. How have you given that free kick the other way? What? Where in there did I foul their defender? Not a chance. If they score from this, outrage. That's a... I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's an outrage. It's an absolute outrage. It's never a free kick. Oh my God. Derby 1, Bolton 1. Playoff dreams are gone. Doesn't even matter what happens elsewhere. We had to win the game. Josh Vella's just scored. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Literally a minute to go as well when that ball goes in. A minute. Mason, play it. You're taking too long. We haven't got time to be messing around with this as we're into the box. Got to hit it right-footed. It's going to take a deflection. It's going to be another corner. Last chance saloon. This has to go in. This has to go in. If it doesn't, goodbye playoffs. Ball put into the mixer. Somebody get up well. It's up. but it's cleared away, and that's it. Derby 1, Bolton 1 at Pride Park. That's the dream's done. Oh my God. I can't believe they scored the way they did. Would love to see that again, the decision that the referee made for the free kick. Love to see it. We're not going to get to see it, but here's the goal. Look at this. That's, I mean, on another day, that's a free kick to Derby, that. Can't believe we've drawn this 1-1. Goodbye, playoffs. Oh, it's agonising, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye, playoffs is what I've just said. 7 points off of Norwich. 7 points. And the other side of that is, there's only 12 more to play with. Now, Sheffield Wednesday and Norwich do face each other right now. That is the game I was talking about. So, basically, guys, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. It's still mathematically possible for us to get this playoff spot. But realistically, I think that's it. We might have to think the situation through here. Because I tell you what right now, as you can see, 7 points off, 12 to play for. 4 more games to go. I'll play all 4 of those next episode for you guys, even if it's mathematically impossible for us to get a playoff spot. We'll still play the games. Because obviously we are chasing a golden boot as well here. My only worry, though, is that if it is a situation where we are going to be playing Championship football again next year, then we might have to think about leaving the club, which I didn't want to do, because I wanted us to stay here, help them get to the Premier League, try and keep them in the Premier League and do all of that stuff. Problem is, I don't want to see us playing Championship football for a 46-game campaign again next year when we are 80+ rated. You know, that's when we should potentially be playing top division football. We've already made our debut for England as well. We've scored for England, so that's what I mean, guys. Regardless, though, we still have to play Birmingham, QPR, Bristol City, West Brom as well, all still to come next episode, and hopefully Norwich or Sheffield Wednesday will have a calamity and collapse, and we'll sneak into that last playoff spot, of course. It requires, though, pretty much them losing every game and us winning all of ours. So it's going to be very interesting next episode. Could all be done after the first game. It could still continue right until the end of the season game. You'll find out what happens, though, by watching next episode. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you for all of your support on the channel. If you are new around here and like what you see, the subscribe button is down below. Click it, follow me on the channel. You can get notified as well when videos go live by clicking the notification bell alongside that too. Until next time, guys, adios.